I'm trying to start a church in the gayest city in America. Game plan. How are we going to do this, right? There's 5 steps. First, we're going to open up our Bibles and we're going to pray. Second, we're going to find the right location. Third, we're going to print out all the flyers. Fourth, we're going to invite all the people we can in person. And then fifth, we're going to see what God does.
What you saw on that previous video was essentially the alternative church planting model. One that I think, as we look through scripture and look through church planting strategies, is actually one of the more rather inefficient strategies. For example, the idea is, hey, can I go plant a church to make disciples to reach the city with the hope of the gospel? Now, while this is a church planting method, I think one of the ones that we actually see being most effective is if you take that and flip it on its head and begin by engaging the city with the gospel. The hope is not to plant a church, it's to make disciples. And Jesus says, go therefore and make disciples of all nations. He doesn't say go therefore and plant churches. He says make disciples. And so the hope is that we go and we make disciples. And out of making disciples, by engaging the city with the gospel, out of those disciples, we can actually plant churches. The goal is not to see people show up to a room, but rather to see the Spirit show up in the life of disciples who are following Jesus.